He's got a rusty zipper and yellow sneakers. That's what... I need a press agent. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care, really. I enjoy life. I got no problems. I don't use drugs. I like my beer. And I come and go as I please. I got no agent telling me what to do. I got no, manager saying you got to do this, you got to do that. Fine. Wonderful. Thank you very kindly. If I were to really get into it and play, there's nobody going to whoop my tail on these things. I just put them together and just lay them down. I don't care whether it's Dennis All or Irving Schwartz. And we have, what do you want? Huh? My agent's telling me Cameron won't take it. Right. Well, you're not going to dance the chicken. Some chubby broad over here wants to dance the chicken. There ain't no way. Yoo-hoo, thunder thighs. No way, Jose. That's the Jewish national bird, the seagull. I didn't say seagull, it's seagull. This particular musical instrument, the top part is what they call a Yamaha DX7. It contains about like 2 separate computers. It'll duplicate any sound at all. As I told you before, one of my favorite sounds is the sound of someone passing gas. Now there's a quick fart, which is, and there's one you know is going to linger for a while. But the normal fart is one that's sort of immediate, those lingering kind, and the quickies. As you notice, the farts on my organ are odorless. Now you can go home and tell your residents, your neighbors, and your relatives, hi there, I spent Thursday night listening to some guy fart on his organ, you see. And enjoying it. All right, let's tear the machine up, see what happens. We will try to give you a cross-section of music, and I dare you to name all the songs that I play. We can duplicate the sound of a pipe organ completely. All computerized. Everybody says, you mean you can make that thing sound like a $100,000 pipe organ? And I said, yes, I can. I think. Maybe I can't. I'm looking at a 3, what? I need a 3B10. I think that makes 8 will do it. These are called ROMs and RAMs. A ROM is a read-only memory. A RAM is a random access memory. These are new. Anybody that's into computers will understand that. Me, I don't really care. Right. Can you believe that? Can you believe the sound of a pipe organ that size? can be put into a church, and you spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on an organ. This can do it. Johann Sebastian Bach. Remember Johann? The Toccata and Fugue in G minor, or D minor, I'm sorry. Then there was another song called Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring. You remember that song? You don't. You remember that one? You don't remember that one? All right, let's see what happens if we put a beat to it. A syncopated beat about this speed. Any of you folks have the album? There's one called Hooked on the Classics. The other one's called Switched on Bach. This is Joy, the Apollo 100, Part 1. Song can be given a beat. A lot of people say, I don't want to hear that classical trash because it really doesn't appeal to me at all. We have a you're the ugliest sucker I have ever seen in my life. Close. What? December what? Where? Good man. Whoopee. Smitty, you a sucker. The Elks are going to have you by the, and then they're going to, oh. Smitty is a disc jockey. He does a hell of a job here. And he's going to be here in December on Saturday nights. Right here at the Elks for dancing and everything. He plays the good stuff. He also plays my album. And that's why I like the guy. If he didn't play my album, I'd...
break his knee.
Right. Short, fat feller now behind desk. Okay, here we go. As we, I'm sorry, what do you want? I don't know. Possibly. We have to negotiate and do our thing, you know. I'm also dealing with the Empress Steamboat Landing. I gave them a thing down at Steamboat Landing down there about playing on their boat. They have a new boat coming in, and it's a fun type boat. And they offered me $25 an hour more than the Elks did. Right. And I have to think about where my allegiance lies. Probably in my shorts. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. Here we go. We beat it blue. And somebody want to hear Lucille. This is a song from our album, and we get a lot of requests for it because one of the verses I wrote myself. Yes. In the bar in Toledo, across from the depot, on a bar stool she took off her ring. Thought I'd get closer, so I walked on over, sat down next to her name. When the drinks finally hit her, she said, I'm no quitter, I quit living on dreams. I'm hungry for laughter, here ever after, I'm after whatever the other life brings. In the mirror I saw him, I closely watched him, thought how he looked out of place. He came to the woman who sat there beside me, had a strange look on his face. His big hands were calloused, and he looked like a mountain. For a moment, I thought I was dead. But he started shaking, his big heart was breaking, and he turned to the woman and said, go home, bitch.
3449.
That ain't in the record. Picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. 4 hungry children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times and lived through them sad times, but this time hurting won't heal. Picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. Picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. After he left us, I ordered more whiskey. Thought how she made him look small. From the lights of the bar room to a rented motel room, we walked without talking at all. She was a beauty, but when she came to me, so I thought I'd lost my mind. I couldn't hold her, cause words that he told her kept coming back time after time. Picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. 4 hungry children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times, lived through them sad times. This time I hurt. Oh, feel it, won't you? Picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. Picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. Now, that's where the song ends. But I wrote one more verse. I sent it over to Nashville and them dummies wouldn't put it on the album. Kenny Rogers says, I ain't gonna sing that trash. I'd rather sell pineapples. So I put it on my album. I got it on my album. 5 years have gone by now. 5 long years. And our scene opens up. In a bar down in West Palm Beach, across from the airport, on a bar stool he sat drinking gin. Lucille walked over, sat down beside him, asked that poor sucker how he had been. But he told her his story of fortune and glory, how them past 5 years had been fine. She said to please forgive her, come home and live with her. Instead, he sang her this line. Thank God you left me, Lucille. The kids are all grown and I struck oil in the field. Got me new honey, pockets full of money. Somehow I knew that damn hurt would heal. Thank God you left me, Lucille. Thank God you left me, Lucille. Oh, thank you, friends and neighbors. And short fat feller goes back into men's room. I don't know where in the hell he's going. He don't know where the hell he's going. Got one of them Italian flashy shirts on. That's so he don't have to tuck it in his belt, show how fat he is. Everybody wears them shirts that go over the top of their belt.
You ain't lying to me.
I know I don't. I don't lie. One thing, I don't lie. It's supposed to make you look svelter.
Nothing.
Svelting, yeah, you're svelting all right. Club may get some younger members one of these days. Anyway, I don't know. Nobody wants to join the Elks Club anymore. Wonder why? Number one, they can't afford it, they think. They don't go out anymore. Got to have 2 or 3 jobs to hang on to everything. Everything's going up in price. And it's going up so bad behind your back you ain't going to know what's happening. My health insurance has doubled in 2 years. It went from $97 in '87 to $147 it went from 104 to 147 in '89, and I got my list. This is a month, $204 a month now, and I've got a $1,000 deductible. And I'm in perfect health. Most people are canceling their health insurance unless they're in bad shape. If you're in good shape and don't smoke, and you get a physical examination every year, you really don't need it. You can put money in the bank or put it in a mutual fund or something like that, and you've got your health care. If you're going to have catastrophic trouble, you're going to die anyway. So you don't care, you know. Pull the plug and get it over with. That's the name of that too. Because there's a bunch of robbers going out there now. Thieves. Insurance companies are thieves. Everybody's thieves. You don't know who to trust. Fix your car. You're going to charge me $122 to put in one spark plug? How do you know when they put in spark plugs, if they have one that's a little difficult to put in, they don't put it in? Who do you trust?
Who can you trust?
Right. I think I'll service and be bonded. Just to help you folks out.
Have another beer, Woody.
No thanks. I'm done playing anyway. I don't feel like playing anymore.
How about Brucey?
No, not tonight.
Oh,
Tuesday
we
night.
need Brucey.
You don't
haven't
need
done
garbage.
Brucey. Hey, you haven't done Brucey tonight.
It ain't gonna happen either. You can bet your old bottom dollar on it. Or my bottom dollar and I'll match you. It don't make no difference. I had a good time tonight. I've been up here for 2 hours and a half. And, you know, that's it.
It's all right.
Like I said, thank you. Red, go sit down and shut up.
All right. Can I
Remember-
give you another number?
No. Just remember one thing, Red.
What?
It's better to have loved and lost than to have paid for it and not liked it.
It's better to funk your washerman test than never loved at all.
Here's a guy who studied 2 weeks for his urine test and flunked it.
I married my girlfriend, see?